Let's talk about habits. Now, we all know we have them, but what about the ones that are so subconscious that you don't even realize that you're doing them? And what do they mean when you bring them back to your awareness? So the other day, I jumped on a Zoom call with Stephanie Wilson from She's in Business because we're in a partnership and we were discussing something. And it was a Zoom call. And because I'd been on several other Zoom calls where I was participating rather than running them, I had left my Zoom on a default mute. So I unmuted myself and I said, "Oh, sorry, it's just default. I've put it on mute." And she went, "Well, that's not good." And what she meant was, as a CEO, don't mute yourself. The habit should be that you are unmuted and you mute if you have to, rather than be default the other way around. So it got me thinking, it's absolutely true. So when we have a habit, it becomes unconscious, and it's not the actual habit. We can change it, bring it to our awareness and change it. But what I wanted to discuss was, what identity are you linking with your habits? And what do I mean by that? If you are acting as a CEO, what are your habits? Are you implementing things that reflect being a CEO? If you want to be thin, are you reflecting habits of a thin person? Or are you working against the grain? Are you trying to change your habits to fit something, but you're not really identifying as that person, as that change that you want to come into your life? So it's a subtle difference, but it's a huge one when you think about it. So have a look at some of the habits that you have and have a look if they are just habitual because you're used to doing them, or do they come from identifying yourself as someone who would act in that certain way? And comment below what you discover. I'm absolutely fascinated and curious to read all about that. Cuddles.